Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How y'all doing today? Alright, done had my butter sandwich. I got my coffee. I still got coffee. I drink it from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. Had me a good little lunch. Thought I'd bring you another episode of What Are You Doing Now? Welcome to American Truck Simulator, everybody. I'd like you to like it. I'd like you to subscribe. And I'd like you to hit that little bell so that you get all the notifications every time I drop a new video. Alright. Now, with all that done, let's move on. Jump up here and take you a seat in the co pilot area and fasten your seat belts for what I promise is not going to go the way it should. Well, usually don't anyway. Alright, here we go, folks. We're going to do this a quick run this afternoon and let it cool off just a little bit. It's still a little warm for this old man, and I get out there this evening and work in the yard a little bit. Yeah, alright. So we're going to do this a video here, uh, and we're going to make something happen. So, as I was saying this morning, we had a little discussion about how wide a road is, how trailer tracks or will track or won't track, etc. Just a little tidbit. I like to bring you a little tidbit every day, or every video anyway, that you may or may not already know. Information, useless information. It may be useless to this person, but this other person may not even know nothing about it. But, I like to bring a little something up there to tease your brain or get you to stop and say, what? I never knew that. Or, yeah, that's old news. Whatever the case may be. Okay, now we're going to do a quick run. I think I'm going to come over here, Arizona. Let's see here. Sierra Vista. Alright, what do they got in Sierra Vista? I got click it first, knucklehead. Alright. Las Cruces. That's not a very long run. Not from here. Uh, San Antone. I don't want to go that far. I really don't want to go to Page. Oh, I like to go to Page. I find it very beautiful up there, even in real life. Oh man, it is. To me, it is gorgeous. But yeah, I'm not driving that far. See, I can take these big tires, and we can go 246 miles and get it delivered. Or to go to Page, it's like 500. So yeah, it's 494 miles. I don't want to do that. That's another video. Okay, so let's go to Las Cruces. It's only about half the distance. Okay, let's see here. It looks like they're going to be putting us in a. They're going to be putting us in a truck. Oh, mercy. My eyes ain't working real well this fine afternoon, I guess. Oh, here we are, folks. Looks like we're in international Eagle. All right. So it got big tires. We know that. And we'll just look at that. Now these mirrors up here, I got two of them. One on the left, one on the right. Um, for whatever reason, the way I got my camera view set up, you don't see the one on the right. But trust me, it is there. And I use my mirrors religiously. Let's get her cranked up here. All right. It is 12:30 a.m. We will be there at 8 o'clock p.m. So we get her rolling. 246 miles to go. Now, trade that off. It is 8:07 p.m. and we'll get there at 12:20 a.m. So, yeah, that makes a little better sense. I looked at it backwards again. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to stop here. We're going to turn our lights on. Now we'll head out. Make us a right turn here.
Turn right.
Turn my blinker on, going out driveway. Well, mercy. Here we go. So this is going to be a night run for you. There won't be a lot to be seen when it gets dark. You see what you see in the dark.
Turn right.
All right. But that's part of truck driving. You get the load, you get the load. It don't tell you what time you're going to be driving. You're just going to be driving. But I've made this run even in real life. So it's like...
Go straight.
I pretty much know what I'm doing. Now with that said, every obstacle in the world I will come against. Just my luck. Alright, folks. Now these little lines you see in the middle of the road indicating where the lane ends and that you can switch into a new lane because it's a separated line. I want you to tell me something. How far do you think these lines, how long do you think these lines are? From one end of the line to the next end of the line, tell me how long that line is. That line is approximately 12 feet long. In between each line, the blank area on that line is about 12 feet long. Now, it don't look at going down the road, but each one of those lines are approximately 12 feet. Now, it may be 11 feet 1 inch, 12 feet a half inch, or whatever. But on average, they set their little computer dials or whatever they do, and it'll spray every 12 foot, and it will spray for about 12 foot, depending on what the guy has it set for. And he just sits up there in that cab and drives down the road. and it does this paints it for him.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Alright, we're back up here at I-10 already. We got 218 miles to go. Alright, we're getting ready to make a right turn. We'll go up on the freeway and we'll get to trucking and talking, talking and trucking. I hope you grabbed your coffee because
Turn
we're
right.
not stopping till we get there. Alright, we got a full tank of fuel, so we can make this run with no problem as far as that goes. As far as that goes. Alright, I got a little quiet there, I noticed. I'm not sleepy, I just woke up from a nap, so yeah. Well, no, I'm not sleepy, so let's rock and roll, folks. Let's rock and roll. Now, we have 213 miles. We'll get her cranked up there about 65 mile an hour. And we're sitting up here on I-10 and we're just going to eat. And well, we're going to let the truck eat. We're just going to sit here and talk. How's that? All right. Pretty straightforward run. There's not going to be a lot of getting on, getting off, and all that good stuff. Uh, Pretty much, we're just going to be sitting here enjoying the view, what little bit we can see. All right, we locked in at 65, and now we just sit here and do what we do. All right. Hey, do me a favor. Reach over there in that glove box. Uh, Grab me a pack of them smokes, and give me something to do. All right, here we go. Might even have to get you to pour me a cup of coffee, considering you're sitting there
Go
in the
straight.
navigator seat. All right. Co-pilot seat, navigator seat, whatever. Yeah, you sitting there. You're gonna do something. I ain't gonna do it all. Mercy day. I tell you. Okay. Now, a lot of what I'm cleaning up right now here at the house is we had a bunch of storms this spring, and we had a lot of tree damage. Everybody did. I mean, Texas got hit pretty good. I don't know about other places as much, but I know Texas got tree damage everywhere. Seems like everybody's got a little bit of tree damage. And got these twigs and branches and just tree mess, And I just haven't been out there doing my job. Ain't been. So now I got to get out there and get it done because I need to mow and I can't mow because of all the mess. So I got to get out there and get the mess cleaned up so I can mow better. Because the snakes will be coming out and the wood ticks and all that good stuff. And I don't want my dogs all dragging them wood ticks and such in the house. So, yeah. Got their flea collars and all that there, but mercy. I just don't want the headache, so I do what I do. So we're going to get that all cleaned up. All right, coming up on San Simon. Getting ready to go into New Mexico already. Hot dog. See, I told you this wouldn't be very long. We got 145 miles left on this trip. And we'll probably have about 10 or 12 of it in town getting to wherever it is we're dropping this thing.
Go straight.
Alright, get out of my lane. Or let me get out of your lane, excuse me. You seen I went over on that car. How dare I? All right, now let's see. What else can we jaw jack about? All right, let's take these big trucks. They are very, dare I say, easy to drive. Uh, well, they're not as hard to operate as some people may believe. They do take a certain degree of training to someone who's never been in a truck. But for the most part, uh, yeah, it's pretty elementary. I mean, driving is driving. Uh, I've noticed that throughout my life. I don't care if you're on a old Ford tractor or driving a brand new car or old car or a diesel truck or what it is. I got the green light. I don't have to stop at the way station, so I'll keep going. Don't matter what you're driving, driving is driving. Now, there are certain degrees of understanding of what you're driving and how it operates, but driving is very mundane, very tedious, very you can become very complacent in driving once you drove a vehicle of any sort for any amount of true distance. Most truck drivers will drive between 75 and 100,000 miles every year. Now you think about that a minute. 70,000 miles or 100,000 miles, somewhere in that range every year is what the average truck driver drives. Most people do not drive that far in 2 years. Most people are lucky to put 10, 12,000 miles on a personal vehicle in a year on average. Most people. Now, there are those that are the exception, but I'm talking averages. The average person puts about 10 to 12,000 miles a year on a vehicle. Now, have I drove 100,000 miles? Oh, I'm sure I have. There were times that I drove so much I couldn't tell you where I was compared to where I was going half the time. Uh, because it becomes a point A, point B type of mindset. Truckers do not measure distance in time. We usually measure in miles. Oh, it's only 100 miles here, or oh, it's only 100, about 112, 120 miles that way. It's 300 miles this way. We don't really measure in hours that often. because that's how we look at, that's how we work. You know, when we're going down the road, it doesn't tell you you're 6 hours from Houston or 5 hours from Dallas or 2 hours from Albuquerque, whatever. It tells you how many miles you are. So
Keep right, and then exit
our
right.
our mindset, oh, falls into,
Exit right.
I want to exit right. Goodness gracious. Our mindset falls into that of it's so many miles. Yeah, I almost wrecked. Okay, now that's just the way it is. Now I better slow down because it says it should only be doing 55, not 65. Alright, there we go. Now we're doing the speed limit, maybe we won't wreck. But boy, I come off that road a little bit too fast there. I got the jaw jacking, not paying attention there to what I was a doing. But we almost there. We got about 4 miles to go. So yeah, that's pretty much what you do. It's how you look at the road ahead of you. Uh, you don't look at it in hours. You look at it in miles. So that's what a trucker driver is thinking. He's got X miles
Keep right,
to go.
and then turn right.
How many songs can you play in a mile? Well, the average song is about 3 minutes long. And if you're doing 60
Turn right.
miles an hour, that's 1 mile every 60 seconds. Average song is 3 minutes long. So it,
Keep
you
right,
do the math. I'm
and
not
then
doing the
turn
math
right.
right now. My head's not working. And let me see here. Where do I turn? Oh, right up here. Okay. Now, in real life, I would probably do the same. I
Turn
have
right.
stopped in the middle of the road to check to make sure what I was supposed to be doing was what I was doing. Does it make somebody upset?
This is where it ends.
Sometimes. But that beat's going out of your way. See, I got parked way over here. I'm not sure. Oh, that's a hard back from this direction, but it's the only way into the place. So what I'm going to have to do is say to heck with it. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to take the quick park. But yeah, we 244 miles. We got excellent on the. We didn't cause no damage. We got $10,352. All right, there's another video for you. Yeah, we measure in miles, not hours. 3 songs, and so you could probably play 2 songs in a mile, and you could probably do 60 to 70 miles in an hour. So you do the math on that. All right, you folks have a great day. and we'll talk to you next time.